Great. The Hot Toys Qui Gon is finally shipping. We have some, better final photos of the final product. It's been a while since I did the last one. The market has changed a lot, so I figured let's just do an updated Hot Toys Hot or Cold on the Qui Gon. This is 60 Economist. Let's jump right into it. What is going on? Welcome to the video. This is 60 Economist. Today's video, we're doing another updated Hot or Cold on the Hot Toys Qui Gon Jin. For these updated ones, I'm going to be focusing more on an investment perspective, but I also want to take a look at these final images that we are getting now that it is shipping. So this is the final product of Qui Gon, and dang, they crushed it. He looks so good. The final product, per usual with Hot Toys, there's usually almost no variance with the, first run images and the actual final product. He looks fantastic. That head sculpt looks amazing. The portrait looks just like Liam Neeson. I love it. Obviously these photos, I also, you noticed, they're not giving us the split boot cut, so it's gonna be very similar again to Revenge of the Sith. We already knew to Revenge of the Sith Anakin. We already knew that. It's kind of unfortunate because it basically means you can't really pivot his ankles, but it's all good. Not a big concern. That's a sick pose. I love these images, by the way. These are so great. I mean, I love this picture. That is such a sick picture. This portrait just looks so great though. Like, sculpted hair. It's everything we wanted. I mean, sheesh. This looks even better than I anticipated from what the product launch looked like it was going to be to this final images. They really delivered it. I also love that you were able to cover up the wrist joints with him. This pose also makes me think maybe I will pose him actually with the poncho. Obviously, he looks fantastic with the Jedi robe, without the Jedi robe, but the poncho was a real surprise for me. I mean, just looks so great next to Darth Maul as well. Can't wait to have them pose next to each other. DX16. I talked about this already in the first time I did the Hot or Cold on this one. From an investment perspective, this figure is great because you're going to be able to pair him with Darth Maul. So basically, yeah, those are the final images. He's everything that we wanted. They absolutely hit it out of the park. But from an investment perspective, we are in a different market environment now than we were before. What's the big difference between 6 months ago and now? It's all of the Clone Wars license that we've gotten and all of the Clone Wars figures that we're going to be getting. I've talked about this in multiple videos now. It is more important now than ever to focus on hot toy collecting from an investment perspective and stay nimble with your collection. Don't get too many figures so that you leave yourself no room to pick up surprise Clone Wars announcements or anything. But I don't think that affects this figure. This is completely different. This is a one-off Jedi, an important Jedi. If you're a fan of the prequels, this figure is a must for me. I think this figure is going to do very well from a secondary market perspective. Jedis historically have tended to do very well. Just think about Anakin, Obi-Wan, even Obi-Wan Episode 4, Luke Episode 4, not so much. But that one is a different scenario. The head sculpt just really isn't there for that one. Like, this is the prequels. People, there is a very much a very strong fan base for the prequels. Whether you like the prequels or not, a lot of people tend to just like the figures. He's going to go so great next to Darth Maul. In the eventual, I'm sure we will get an Episode 1 Ewan McGregor Obi-Wan, which is going to go so great. You're going to need the trio, having them display for the dual fates. From an investor perspective, my opinion has not changed on this one. Compared to some other figures that have come out, like for example Solo Darth Maul, I was much more bullish on when I made my first video for that one, but now that the market environment has changed so much, I'm less bullish on that one. Qui-Gon, I think is very safe, and my view has basically held firm. I haven't gotten more bullish on Qui-Gon like I did with Commander Cody in my updated Commander Cody Hot or Cold video, but I certainly haven't gotten any more bearish and any more worry about this figure. I think this figure is going to do just fine. I think it's an excellent pickup. Most of the comic shops are already sold out of this figure, unfortunately, which again is a great sign for figures in the secondary market. Seems like basically your only outlet at this point is Sideshow. So if you haven't picked up this figure yet, I think it's probably fine to go ahead and bite the bullet on this one and just order it from Sideshow if you haven't ordered it from somewhere else for cheaper. But yeah, this is still a great figure from an investment perspective. I'm super excited for this one. I'm super excited for Rex, and for Cody, and I've been hearing rumors that Cody actually should be coming potentially next week. I feel like we hear this every single week. Somebody somewhere says that they have some contact in Hong Kong. They said Cody is releasing. It's yet to see if he's be able to come or not, but it's definitely awesome and very supportive that we are getting this Qui-Gon shipping now. So these are just my thoughts. So just a quick updated investment analysis now that, like, you know, basically for all the people who are on the fence, we're getting to that point where it's basically like you're getting into the final inning of your chances to order this figure. You know, he still has, you know, still available for pre-order. There's no waitlist warnings on him or anything, but he has sold out of basically all of the comic shops and all of the cheap places where you can get him a little bit cheaper. So if you are still on the fence, I hope this video was insightful for you. If you have the budget to expand out of the Mandalorian figures and the Clone Wars figures that you probably allocated so much money into already, and you want to be a bit more nitpicky on, you know, Lando, Remnant Trooper, Death Trooper, Cody, all these other figures that are kind of more removed from that area of Mandalorian and Clone Wars, then this one is still, for me, a great pickup. And maybe if you want to cut out your Solo Maul or you want to cut out the vintage Boba Fett order, I think that's fine, but I don't think that Qui Gon is one that you're going to want to cut out on. These are just my thoughts, so let me know in the comment section down below. Are you guys picking up this figure? Are you guys super pumped that this figure is now shipping? Let me know in the comment section down below. As always, this is 6Scale Economist. Buy the dip, sell the rip. This is the way. We will see you in the next video.